Go live. And let's do... Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. I got my son Declan hanging out with me for a few minutes. Just going to be a chat with him for a few minutes, and then we'll bring on Jon. He is already on and waiting patiently for us. So if you are out there, why don't you go ahead and say hi, and we'll see who we got out there today. Let's see. All right, well, while you guys are all typing in your hellos and all that, I'm going to go ahead and roll my quick little intro, so I'll be back in just a second. All right. Let's see who we got in the live stream tonight. We've got my wife, Valen, up there. William, what's up, William? We is Declan and I right here. And we've got, let's see, Rato. What's going on, Rato? Hey, Run Ready Reviews. I don't know your name yet, Run Ready Reviews. What's your actual name? If you don't mind typing that in. That way I can call you by your name. Let's see here. Oh, you just hit your first 100 subs. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Super excited for you, Jack. Ultra Trail Declan in the house. William says Ultra Trail Declan. Yeah. And Jack says hi. Rato says hi. Patrick says hey. Yeah. Hold on a minute, buddy. Doug, what's going on, Doug? Declan's here to do a running thing. That's right. You don't have to worry about Anders throwing a snowball in your face. Let's see. Ryan Clayton, what's going on, Ryan? Hey, Ryan. Hey, Declan. Ryan's in. Can you say hi?
Hi.
You say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Yeah. Running for my best life. What's going on? Thanks for coming by. Matthew as well. Appreciate you guys. Should be a good crowd tonight. It's going to be fun. All right. Let's see. So, Declan, do you want to tell anybody anything? You want to show him your shoes, you said? You want to show him your shoes? You hold them up. He wants to show you guys his shoes that he likes to run around in. You hold them up. All right. See, these are his Nike shoes that he likes to run around in. I don't know if Vince, if you're out there, he actually wears some Nikes. Yep. There you go, buddy. Let's see. Ryan says, hi, Declan. Hey, from Northern California. What's up, Jesse?
Hi.
And Jack's got the same softbox. Oh, yeah, the ESDDI softbox. That thing is, for the price that you pay for it, it's a steal, man. That thing is great. I love it. What's the drop on those? They want to know what the drop on your shoes is, buddy. I don't know. It's pretty, probably more like a 4mm drop, maybe. Let's see. Probably a, let's see. Nice and cushioned. The upper is an engineered no, it's not. I don't know. I don't know much about Nike shoes. I think I've only run in maybe 1 or 2 pairs of Nikes in my entire life. So I switched over to Asics for a while, and then I think I finally got my buddy Lee to convince me to put on the Hokas and join the clown shoe team. I used to pick on him all the time and how he had clown shoes. But I finally switched over and have never looked back. Let's see. They think your shoes are cool, buddy. They like them. They want a Declan shoe review. You might have to do a shoe review sometime, buddy. Talk to them about your shoes. Yeah?
All of them?
Yeah.
All my 10 shoes?
Or your running shoes, yeah. That would be cool, buddy. That'd be good. Can you look over here? In the camera? Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. You want to say anything else, buddy, before you go?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
Bye.
Just bye? You want to say anything else?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Well, Declan's going to go. He's got to go upstairs. Oh, excuse me. And get ready for bed. But then we'll bring Jon on here in just a minute. So let me say bye to Declan. Hey, take your shoes for you too, okay? All right. Love you, buddy.
Love you. on the video when we are in
Yeah.
bed.
All right, go ahead and shut the door, okay? All right. All right, let's see here. What else we got going on in the chat for a minute before I bring John on? The hats. Oh yeah, we gotta rock the hats, man. That's that's a running thing. Trail runners specifically, the trucker hats, which I'm trying to get trucker hats in my store so everybody can get some. I want to get one. I think that'd be awesome to be rocking my own hat. The Vaporfly. Bye, Declan. No, he's gone. Hey, Kelly. Kelly's actually in. Hopefully you're not driving and typing. It's okay. I'm not judging. What's up, Kelly? Glad you could make it. Plats, what's up, man? Thanks for coming by. Running for My Best Lights has the same lights too. All right, good. Yeah, these things are great, man. These are for a budget YouTube studio setup. You really cannot beat these things. All right, let's see here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is see if I can get John in. So John, if you're ready, buddy, why don't you give me a thumbs up and then I'll bring you in. All right, so John, this is Jon Kuhn. For those of you that don't know, he is a fellow YouTuber, and he's the guy I had on. It's been a couple weeks now. He is, or was, and he still is, I guess, raising money for. I guess you can tell him the foundation. I believe it was the Lawrence Township Foundation. Is that right?
Yeah, the Lawrence Township School Foundation. I started raising money for a man named Neil Gore that I met through doing volunteer work. When I started using my camera, I had a little bit of camera knowledge from high school and decided I wanted a different career path a few years ago. I got back into photography and video stuff, and Neil was someone I met when I was volunteering at my son's school. It's just taking pictures of some activities that he was doing. So nice. I didn't actually realize that I didn't know what the foundation was at first. I just knew there was a guy that could do something with this money to help these lower income families.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's awesome that you were able to do that. So let's get into the run. I know you had a marathon that you were scheduled to do, and I think it got postponed originally with some weather, or a park was closed, I believe. Is that right?
I wanted to do a marathon this year, and the Indianapolis Marathon from Indianapolis that got canceled. And there was another one that I was looking at, Danville, that got canceled. So I just wrote it off. It's not going to happen. And I don't even so much happened. My wife got so crazy for like 6 to 8 weeks. I can't remember all the details right now, but I know that one day I was like, I think I texted somebody, hey, let's just run a marathon. And then pretty quickly after that, I was like, well, let's not just run a marathon. Let's make a documentary and raise money for somebody. And then I decided all of this in 12 hours. And I've only filmed like a very low budget documentary one time in my life. And I've never done. Well, I guess I've done one fundraiser like at a show that I was organizing a few years ago, but never done anything. I've never run a marathon. I was like, let's just do all of it now.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I don't think I would suggest anybody does that. Yeah.
Hey John, by chance, do you happen to have your computer not muted for the audio? Because there's an echo coming through on your end. Some people are saying.
Wow.
It might just be some internet issue.
Is it better? Maybe.
We'll you sound clear to me, but I don't know. We're talking directly, so then we're streaming, so everybody else might have some. Anybody else having any kind of audio issues out there hearing us?
Is it still there?
We'll wait until somebody says something here.
Is it better?
Sounds fine to me, but still an echo. Nope, still an echo. Let's see here. Let me see if there's anything on my end I can do. We'll try to get this figured out. See if we can figure something here.
You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you change mics?
Okay. Yeah. It could be the beats. They're like studio things over your ears. We'll see if this is any better.
Is that any better, folks? Any better audio there from John? Let's see. Yeah, big echoing. Seems to be just on John's end, is what some folks are saying. Let's see if it gets better now. Anybody give us a heads up or not, whether the audio is good before we continue, so you guys can hear it. don't want to have it so you guys can't hear anything.
Yeah. That sounds awful.
Let's see.
As a pun. There's a audio pun.
Same, no better.
Dang.
Let's see here. Maybe
Is it better if I don't use headphones?
Maybe just, you said you had your other computer going beside you, is that right? To see me?
Yeah, it's muted.
It's muted. Yeah, just being on wouldn't cause an issue. Let's see. No, there's still an echo. All right. Well, we'll see if maybe it clears up as we go on. Let's just go ahead and jump in, because at least the recording should hopefully be. It wasn't bad when he was first talking, and it started getting bad. Is it pretty bad out there, everybody, or can you guys hear enough to tell what's going on? Some people were saying it was okay, but then it got a little bit worse. Let me see. I don't know if there's anything I can do on this end. This whole streaming thing is new to me, so I'm still trying to figure out what I can and can't do to improve things. So I don't know if there's anything I can do or not. Let's see. They say talk slow. Let me see. I got these headphones on. It's not picking that up, I don't think.
So interesting. It's very.
Push my microphone further away from my mouth and see if that does anything. Maybe it's picking up something from my headphones. I don't know. But anyway, I guess
I don't need to see myself. Maybe the laptop. I don't think the laptop can do anything.
I don't think so either.
It's always frustrating. to have problems, but to be able to hear it, like try to figure out or do a diagnosis.
Especially when we're live.
Yeah.
Yeah. People said it's pretty bad. My audio is fine. Yours is echoing for some reason. I don't know.
I wonder if it's. I wish I could hear it. Like, is it the room?
I wouldn't think it's the room because it sounds clear to me.
Yeah. That's right.
Let's try. Maybe I could just call you back. I hang up and call you back and see if that does anything.
Yeah, we can do that real quick.
Let's give that a shot. All right, everybody, hang on with us for just a minute. I'm going to go hang up and call you back.
You're all wonderful, beautiful people.
Appreciate you guys dealing with, hanging in with us while we're trying to get these technical difficulties figured out. Let's see here. Copy and start meeting. Let me share this with John, and we'll bring him in again, hopefully. Take a minute for him to get connected, folks, so please just bear with us. We'll see if we can get this working. If not, we'll do our best just to talk slow, like you said.
Is this better?
All right, I see John. Whoops. All right, let's see. John, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can't see your video anymore. Let me try this. Hold on. Oh, that's an error on my end, I think. There we go. Now I can see you. Okay. All right, let's go back to the live here. We're still live, but let's see if people can confirm whether or not we can have any better audio. It's 2020. That's right, Doug. This is 2020. It's the Rona's got us.
Now Steve is echoing.
Now I'm echoing? Who said this? Let's see here. Now I'm echoing. Oh, come on.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Anybody? All right. Can anybody hear myself and John? Do we sound good? Sounds good. I got a couple people saying sounds good.
Yeah, I saw one person said it sounded good, and that's the law of the internet. You look until you get an answer that you like.
I know, right?
And that's what you go with.
All right. Well, this is YouTube Live. I mean, this is what happens. You guys are seeing it, this is the technical difficulties. All right. So anyway, let's get on with the story here. So, tell us about the run you were going to do, and then I remember you posted an Instagram thing where you showed up and the gate was closed, and like for some sort of hunt or whatever. Like, what happened there?
So we did this all guerrilla. And by guerrilla, I mean that we didn't have permits. This wasn't a sanctioned race. It was just an idea I had, and we were going to do it on a Tuesday because that worked with one of the other runners' schedules. He dropped out, so it's whatever. That's besides the point. But in retrospect, it's very funny because we would have done it on the weekend had he not quit. Anyway, we show up for this race on a Tuesday, and we pull up, and the gate just has a big closed for deer hunt sign on it.
Oh man. Like,
And you know, I think a few years ago I would have been very upset, and I would have been upset because I would have not wanted to admit that I did something hastily and I didn't organize it as well as I could have. But it's life, you know, and you know, with everything going on this year, just in general, you know, you learn that being angry doesn't do you any good, right?
yeah, right.
You know, anger is a necessary emotion. Like if you have to like defend yourself, and like when we were running from tigers and lions, like it was like really beneficial then to like have that feeling and then to like do something immediately without thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't serve us right now. So to dwell on it would have been silly. And at that moment, unfortunately, that moment was caught by the videographer because we're filming a documentary. So I just pull up and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, we made an executive decision on the fly, and we, me and the videographer and a couple other runners, we were like, when can we do this? And we decided on Sunday. And there was a girl who was in quarantine because she had tested positive for COVID and had to like do the 14 days. And she wanted to run with us on Tuesday, but wasn't able to. So she ended up she was able to run on Sunday, and it was her first marathon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd ran that far. And funny enough, the two people had run one before. The first one they ran it without training properly for it because they're Orange Theory coaches. So it was like some
Okay.
marketing thing they're doing. Like if we spend so much time doing orange zone workouts, then ideally you should be able to run a marathon without like doing the proper like 16 weeks of training, whatever. They did. My bodies were destroyed. But they had not run together. They had not run more than 5 miles in the last like 8 months.
Wow.
And the girl who it was her first marathon, I said, "What's the longest run you've done in the last like 6 months?" She's like, "Oh, I did like 8 miles last month." I was like, "I'm gonna die with all these people out here." Yeah.
What was the longest run you had done before you did this?
Like 14 or 15 miles.
That's pretty good. At least it's better than 8
It's
miles,
fine.
you know.
Better than 8, yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us about the day of the actual marathon you did. So Sunday. So like kind of walk us through like, you know, prepping, getting ready for it, you know, weather, conditions, all that stuff. Just tell us the story.
You know, I had exhausted so much emotionally, like prepping and like trying to get myself in the mindset of running in the woods. And the reason the first guy quit was because the trail was kind of hard. It's a trail that was built by BMXers, and the state DNR said you can only build this trail if you allow pedestrians to have access to it as well. But like I think the bikers intentionally made it difficult because it's not fun to walk on. Like there's a bunch of ups and downs and twists, but I wanted to do something challenging. Um, and the guy that was going to run with me originally went out and ran, and we did 2 loops. It's like a little over 8 miles. And he texted me the next day. He's like, "There's no way I can physically do this."
Yeah.
So I was already kind of like worked up about that. And then I couldn't sleep for like 3 or 4 nights before. And I woke up on Tuesday, got out there, had all these nerves. We were just talking about like what kind of mindset I was in. And then I saw the park was closed. So not going into this run on Sunday, I think I was kind of like apathetic to it all. I was like, this is whatever. And then it started to rain. We knew it was going to rain, but we didn't know how low the temperature was going to get. And I got down to like, I think like 33, 34 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Running in the rain is like not that bad. Running in the cold is not that bad, but in the cold rain, oh, that's miserable.
Yeah. I wish there was a way I could share my screen. I wish I had a laptop with a good enough webcam, because I would like to show you and the people in here this GoPro clip. It's like it's so amazing. It's such an amazing moment. We are running, and halfway around this loop, because we did 6 loops. It ended up being like 4.3 miles a loop, but a little over half, so like 2.5 miles into the trail. There, we came up to it for the first time on the first lap, and there was like a mini creek running pretty quickly, pretty rapidly through the trail.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, dang, we're going to have to do this every lap. And the second lap around, this guy, Scotty, one of the runners, picked up a giant log with one of the girls, and we made a bridge just like out in the middle of the trail.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how big was this? You say it's a loop. How many miles was each, or was a loop?
It's 4.3 miles.
4 points. So how many laps did you have to do?
6. We were originally going to do 7. I thought it was going to be 28 miles, but I had a Garmin Vivo Active, and I don't know if it's not as accurate or if it was getting messed up in like the branches or whatever. But the math ended up working out where it would have been like closer to like 30 plus miles if we would have done the 7 laps.
Oh, you could have just been an ultra then, make it an ultra running.
Yeah. I was already like set on doing 28, and when we got out there and we did the math, and we're like, do we want to do 3 more or 2 more miles than we were already thinking? And I mean, when it's 34 degrees
when it's
in the morning,
like
and and I mean, it's already crazy enough that people are out there.
Yeah. So first
and
loop.
it took No,
go ahead.
Oh, it just took a lot longer than I'd anticipated too, because it was so wet. Like you couldn't go fast. Even like on the first lap, you couldn't run the whole thing because of just the sheer momentum of going down a hill with mud and wet rocks. Like you probably can run that, but I'm not a mountaineer.
So how did when you came back from the first loop, I think you said 3 miles, how did you feel after the first loop? Like what was your body?
Great. I felt great and I felt fine, but then I felt very wet. So I changed my socks, and I'm glad I did that, and I think everyone else regret not changing their socks immediately. Like that was the first thing I threw in my bag in the morning, was like 4 or 5 pairs of socks.
Oh man. So what kind of socks were you wearing?
XOSKIN
nice.
toe socks, and then I got some Solomon, I think they're Solomon or Ultra, one of the 2 bigger names, but like liner toe socks, and I wore smart wool socks on top of that.
Very nice.
And then I used the liners for a few laps, and then my family was crewing, and they put the socks up on the dash, my XOSKIN. Those are like my favorite of the few that I wore.
XOSKIN, they're the best thing ever. I mean, I've run 100 miles, and I've run in, I think, 9-10 hours of just straight rain, and not had any blisters. So yeah, hopefully. Did you get blisters?
Not at all. And I took a picture of it, and they're very great about sharing anything that you tagged them in. They're awesome.
Nice. That's great. So you start the second loop. How'd it go? Did you? Well, I guess first of all, before you went out on your second loop, did you have a fueling strategy that you were doing each loop, or what? How did you approach that?
Because of the distance, and also because I knew it was going to take much longer than I anticipated. I could run a sub 4 hour if I was on flat land.
Nice.
I'm not sure because I haven't done that just from doing my training if I had to guess. But I knew it was going to take a long time to take the trails and because of the train, and then the added time with just the conditions of the day. I was like, my goal was to get like 300 calories in each lap. So I had some honey cinnamon waffles and bananas. And I wanted to eat bananas and fruit. I did any of the. It's not. It says organic as you can get like in a package. I think honey cinnamon waffles.
Awesome.
But bananas got to where like you want to. Bananas are so thick. You don't think about how difficult it is to eat a banana until you're in that physical state. And like I've only anywhere close to the things you've done, but I can't imagine being like 60 miles and you don't want to see it. I can't imagine wanting to see a banana at that point.
Yeah, sometimes it's like the best food in the world, then you take the bite 20 miles later and it makes you want to throw up. Yeah. So I want to ask you a question. Like you're old and compromised strength, but prior to doing that, if you would have gone out and ran 30 miles, would you have how long would your recovery be? Well, before I rolled my ankle, I was in really good shape where I could pretty much run a 50K, and then I would go for another run on. So let's say I did that on Saturday. I would probably go for a short run on Monday, and then go for a run Wednesday. And earlier in the year, I was able to do a 50K basically every other weekend in training if I wanted to.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good place. Yeah.
Well, let's take a little break here, get to the comments, see if there's any questions real quick. By the way, everybody, if you have any questions for Jon about his run, about the foundation, about anything, or for me, just type it below in the comments there, and we'll answer them when we get to it. So let's see. Oh, we got Celine. Hello, Celine. No, sorry, just kidding. I had to throw Brad under the bus there. Thanks for coming, Celine. Kevin Exconde's in the house. What's up, Kevin? And oh no, it sounds like they might have an echo back. I'm not sure. Is it still echoing out there, everybody? Let us know, and we'll hopefully it'll just clear up. It was back on John's end from what a couple of people said, but we'll see. Maybe it's gone. Yes, Celine, we were talking about bananas. That's right. One of the staples of ultra runners and runners alike. All right, John. So lap 2, you go out. Starting your 4th, 5th mile. How did it go that next loop?
It was fine. I felt it was anticipating not feeling well was the only thing I was thinking about, because it's like misleading, I think, to like feel really good at the beginning of a long run. And that's the longest run I've done. But there's plenty of times where I've gone out to run and it's like actually harder for the first like hour, and then the last hour you feel great. But just getting out and running in the rain, I think I felt so accomplished by just getting out and doing it, and thinking about people like watching football and stuff on a Sunday. And I'm like, it's like 35 degrees and I'm running in the woods. Felt like a crazy person. Felt great.
I know, right?
Yeah. And everyone was chatty, and I just kept thinking, no one's going to be talking in an hour.
So like the whole time, did you have people running with you, or was there ever a loop you did by yourself?
No, we ran the whole thing together.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
That's kind of like with my YouTube message, like my call line tagline right now is better together. And I've been told that's too broad, and maybe it is in some sense. I'm trying to narrow that down. But that's kind of like the mantra we were going with. Start together, finish together.
Yeah, especially when you're doing something like that, having people to commiserate with and suffer with, it definitely makes it a little bit easier to get through.
For sure. And there were like no bibs. There was no air horns, no cowbells, unfortunately. There was my family, which was more than enough. And that's all I'd be looking for if I was finishing a race anyway. It was like them. That was it. Like clapping at the end. So it made sense, like to be in it and go through it together.
So so you then did the next lap, which would have been about a half marathon, give or take, maybe 12-ish, 13-ish miles. Mm-hmm. Did it start getting hard at that point, or was it already getting hard, or when did it get hard? Or did it?
It felt fine up until like the 4th lap, like getting into like 16 mile territory.
Okay.
That's when I was really thinking, if I quit, no one has to know about this. I've raised the money. It doesn't matter.
Now you said didn't you say they were also filming a documentary on this, or some sort of project? You are.
I'm filming a documentary. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a cameraman out there, and he was the real hero for the day. He was like running ahead of us for the first mile and getting shots, and we would have done drone work, but it was too raining. It was too wet, and there was a drop off point. He'd come and meet us, and we had a GoPro, and we've been filming interviews about Neil, the guy we're raising money for, and we're just like trying to piece together the story.
Right. Okay. So 16 miles goes by. You get to that 20. Did you I know in road running they always talk about this wall that people hit in a marathon. Did you hit something like that you thought you can't go any further, or?
Well, yeah. It didn't help that the guy right behind me was talking about the wall and the 21 mile mark from like the first few steps. He's like, wait till mile 21.
You're like, you shut your mouth.
Yeah. It wasn't, dude. It wasn't bad until I stopped every time. And then it would be awful when you get back up. And so I want to run 100 miles at the end of next year. And that's like that. This was like the first step. So like, I think in some regard, I'm not like celebrating the fact that I ran a marathon enough. Like, because in my brain, I'm like, I just have like, this is like me training to do this bigger goal that I have. But I can't imagine like what it's gonna feel like and what you've experienced when you sit down at an aid station and you've been running for 15 hours. I imagine is getting up the worst part when you're doing your runs.
Yeah, it gets tough. I mean, the main thing is just to don't sit down.
Yeah.
I think generally you sit down when you get injured or something's not
Okay.
going your way. But as long as you're feeling good, don't beware the chair is the saying, because it does get really
Okay.
beat up. But
Yeah.
but
Don't die in the chair or whatever.
yeah,
Is Chad right? Yeah.
it's like a I don't know. I always look at it as like we're each on our own running journeys to where, in my journey, I'm at the 100-mile level.
Yeah.
And other people might be at a 50-mile level or a
Yeah.
marathon or a 5K. But
Yeah.
in their training and what they've done, that's that somebody doing their first 5K that has never been able to run more than a half a mile in their life without thinking they were going to die, doing their first 5K, to them, that's just as big of achievement as doing a 100-miler or a 200-miler. So it's like it
Yeah.
all depends on where you're at in your journey. And I mean, running a marathon is no easy feat. So definitely be proud of that and celebrate it, because that's awesome, man. Especially doing it for charity, raising money.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. The one thing I think about more than me doing this, and it goes into what you're saying, is my brother is he's not a runner, and one of the things we're doing for the film is having people that donate money take a video of themselves running, and
Okay.
they send in, so that way during the credits we can have these people playing and tag them as um, fundraising producers, fundraising producers, and have
Nice.
their runs. But my brother ran a 5K for the first time in
Oh,
his
cool.
life. Yeah, yeah, and I was so excited for him. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's
And like in the
awesome.
back of my head too, I'm like, this is I wanted to make myself better. I was inspired by Neil, who's making so many people's lives better, and like I think that you shouldn't ignore how good it feels when you do things for other people, and you should focus on how you do that more in your life.
Yeah. No, that's a great
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
yeah, because it
So
feels better than nothing. There's nothing that feels better than helping other people, and I thought that was selfish for a long time to think that, but I think we have to be hardwired for that, and it makes sense. That's the only way we have survived as a species for so long, is because of what we can do as a group versus being on our own.
I think having that extra motivation too, you are doing this to raise money for Neil, for the charity. So it's like when it gets tough, that's something you can lean on. You're like, oh, I want to quit,
Yeah,
but it's like I can't quit. I'm doing this for this, whatever charity or whatever somebody might be doing it for.
yeah,
It's a great thing to lean on to get some extra motivation to continue on.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's like if those kids can get through their days. Like,
Yeah.
who am I to complain about like going out for a run that I decided to do on my own?
Exactly. Yeah, you chose to do it. It's like, yeah, they don't choose their circumstances. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good point. Yeah. So you mentioned like sitting down after each lap. Like, how long did you think you sat down? Like, what was your aid station
Just
time?
long, 90 seconds less.
Oh wow. Okay. Pretty quick.
Um, yeah, and maybe long enough to change a pair of socks and grab food and fill up a water bottle.
Yeah.
So
So nothing like 10, 15 minutes. Like nothing long like
no,
that.
nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, and we intentionally did a loop because I didn't want to go out and like just the logistics of like dropping water bottles in the woods somewhere didn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, doing a loop for something like that is definitely much more. It's easier, and logistically, it's much nicer to do that.
Yeah.
So what did you end up finishing the marathon in? Like, what was your time?
5:45.
Nice. And there were
Yeah.
several people, or at least two people that had never run a marathon before. Is that right?
Correct.
You and
Yeah.
the other person.
Yeah. No one really trained for it. I was the most trained. I spent the most time on my feet, and I'd only started training like 8 weeks before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, if I want to do a 16-week training plan or a 12-week training plan, even that's going to put me running around like Christmas time.
Yeah.
It
So
at least give us a chance to maybe hit good weather. It was 70 degrees the week before, because the guy that dropped ended up running a marathon on his own up and down a trail, a pedestrian trail in the city.
okay.
So kudos to him too. Like, he ended up running a marathon just on his own to knock one out. But the week before our run was supposed to get scheduled before the deer hunt canceled it. It was like 72 degrees.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
know.
And
I
it's
know.
like here last week it was I think 60 degrees at one point, maybe even hotter, and then like right now tonight I think it's in the teens, and there was snow yesterday. It's just Crazy weather, man. So where, like a couple people were asking, somebody was asked, they missed it. Where was this at? Where do you live? Where did you run this? It's Indiana, is that right?
I lived in Indianapolis,
Indianapolis.
and we ran in Lawrence, which is on the east side of Indianapolis. It's its own township, and there is old like Army training grounds out. They used to have like barracks out in the woods. They actually saw barracks that people have turned into very nice houses.
Oh, nice.
It's like an old Army training facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So tell everybody how much did you end up raising for Neil and the Lawrence Township Foundation?
We raised $1,100, which I've not escaped the vanity metrics part of like my psyche and like being insecure about stuff like that. I'm getting better about it. But there was a part of me that was so afraid. And anyone that's listening, if you're thinking about doing something, just start it. You're not going to know. Like perfection is insecurity's favorite mask.
That's good.
Right. I was so afraid that I wouldn't raise any money. I was going to throw this idea out, a complete dud, and I was going to look like a big goof, you know. And I'm sitting here talking to you now. Thank you so much. By the way, I'm talking to you because of this. Yeah. I went filmed Neil and my fiance and my son got to go and like kind of see my elements and lights and lights and like somebody and creating this project forever. They're going to be a part of this. People I've met on YouTube. Chris, a guy from Australia. I think you guys know each other. Yeah. He donated $100. That's him and I have been talking on Instagram. Kevin Xnod. Someone I want to figure out this whole little group that we're all part of because it's so awesome. Everyone's so supportive. But just go ahead.
Yeah, there's definitely a group of like I don't know, probably 15, 20 people that follow each other channels and just kind of travels around and hangs out. It's cool. It's a little we got a good community for sure.
It is cool, and it's interesting because I hear from a girl. I think it's a girl. Taylor's Mood. She comments on my videos, and I've talked to her on Instagram. And she said she tried to be a part of like follow and like small support channel groups, but it doesn't work. Like people get in and they're like everyone's so genuine and kind and it's awesome. It's awesome. But like all the support from those people, man. Did a little video that's forever on the film, and then another guy from Australia is a part of this. Guy named Darren. He's not like in this people. It just had I not done it, I wouldn't have been having these conversations with people. So many people in my city heard about it and reached out and helped. It's my brother ran a 5K for the first time. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool. It sounds like there might be a echo again on your end. I don't know. It's like this technology, man. It goes and it comes back.
Oh man.
Maybe unplug the mic, plug it back in. Who knows? Take it out and blow in it like an old Nintendo cartridge. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, it looks like we might have lost Jon, everybody. Yep. Jon Kuhn started a call. Let's get back into this, folks. Hang with us, folks. Technology. Let's see here. Let's make a call. We'll be getting this going here. Oh, hold on. Is he back in? How do I join? Oh, wait. He might be back. Let's see. Can you guys see him? Is he back? Doesn't look like it. Let's do... Sorry about all the technical issues today, everybody. Trying out new things. That's what happens, I guess. We'll get it going, though, and we'll continue the fun and the story. While we're waiting for Jon to get back in, let's see what's going on in the chat. Kelly said she loves sitting during her ultra, actually. So that's different. What did you find cool about sitting? Just resting your legs a little bit, or what was the perk there, Kelly? Looks like Jon might be back. But go ahead and type that answer to Kelly. I'm curious. I know when I did my last runner standing race earlier this year, it was one of those where you had like a 2.5 mile loop you had to run every 40 minutes. So every 40 minutes you had to be ready to go. So I would get back about every 30 minutes. I'd have 10 minutes to rest. So I would then sit in a chair and get my feet up and I liked that in that type of race, but in like a regular ultra, I don't know if I would like sitting down too long. It would just make me want to stay and not get up and keep moving, especially in a 100-miler. That's tough. All right, looks like John's back. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Hopefully the
Can you
echo.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, when
Yeah,
the
when
call
the
dropped,
call
I
dropped,
listened to some of the YouTube
back
on my
and
I can hear the echo.
I can hear
Is
the
it
echo.
bad?
Ooh. Oh yeah. It doesn't. But it doesn't sound like it's something to do with like acoustics. Like it's software, something or another, and it was doing it with both headphones that I have.
Yeah, its echo's still there apparently. Kelly says every 8 miles she sat down for a few minutes while she ate. At mile 20, I sat for about 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, whatever helps you get it done. It's bad each time. Kelly said her legs would feel nice and fresh when she restarted for a few miles anyway. Maybe I can get the echo to work on the donations and double your donations. Yeah, Doug, there we go. By the way, I know this has not been a great live stream with the echo and the technology issues we've having. The story's been fantastic and fun, but if you're out there and you haven't already, go ahead and give a thumbs up to the video. I would appreciate that, even with the technical issues there. Maybe there's a link, Doug. Let's see. Let's see.
I just commented. Alexa is that's what I'm signed in. That's what I'm signed in as.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, actually, is there a link, John? Can you maybe sit your head back a little bit? You're kind of out of the frame of the. There you go. Hey, is there a link people can donate to? I can add this to the description down below. Is the donation still open?
It is. It is. I have withdrawn the funds, but it's still up. So I can just withdraw more donations. Drive it over to Neil.
Okay,
Neil.
cool. So if you want to shoot me that link, I can put it in the description of the video.
Yeah,
later.
I will.
So
No,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say. What do you want to do? Want to cut it short, or do you want to just like play this out and see if you can salvage it for a re-upload? I mean, it's your call, but whatever you think you do.
With the issues that we're having, I might. It doesn't sound like there was an echo on my end, so maybe what I'll do is end our chat, and we can maybe come back later and do a kind of a follow-up thing on your project once you start filming that, and kind of see how things are going.
Yeah.
I hate that it's. Technology. I'm having fun talking with you, and it's great hearing about it. And I love talking to runners and hearing about this stuff. But what can we do? We can't control technology, unfortunately.
Right.
But so I guess let's go ahead and do that, and I'll switch over to just myself, and we'll do that. So let me say, John, thank you. Or hold on, wait. Kelly says echo is gone. Hold on.
Oh.
Anybody else confirm? Is echo gone? This is crazy. I don't know what it is. I'll brainstorm and try to figure it out for the next time.
Gone.
Sure.
William said gone.
William said gone too. All right, nice. Okay, well let's move on while we can. Echo gone. Don't move an inch. Okay, nobody touch anything.
Someone said someone said I should stop waving my hands, laughing emoticon, and I'm like, listen, my hands are not causing the echo. But maybe.
That's funny. So, what's next for you? I know you are filming a documentary on Neil. You're working on that. When is that? Do you have a timeline when you might get that finished or have it published?
No, because we're still going to film some B-roll type of segments to make it kind of just like our objective is to make this as good as we possibly can to use this to pitch to like companies to like have them hire us.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So there's maybe another interview, but there's for sure we've got some scenes that we're going to film, and either we're going to interview. I'm going to do an interview, and then we're going to interview someone else from the run. But we were talking about maybe getting some specialist with food insecurity, but we don't know for sure how long we want the film to be. It's like I have to be realistic about the kind of audience and retention I have, and this is something we're going to send out like. If we had a built-in audience that would watch 25 minutes, we would probably do that.
Yeah. Well, if the story's good enough, that'll keep people. And from what I've seen you put together on that hustle culture, I think that could.
Thanks.
You could put something good that people will stick around for. I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. So outside of this project, what's next running wise for you? You done the marathon now. Are you going to do a 50K? I know you got the 100 miler on your aspirations, but what's next?
I'm gonna do. I will do a 50K. I'm not looking at any races. I'm just gonna build out a schedule. I'm trying to slowly work back up. I was thinking about spending like 6 to 8 weeks. Just kind of like trying to do like easier runs and like do some speed stuff because I want to get a little bit quicker. I want to up my VO2 max a little bit. And kind of like give myself like a sprint at that. Like, no pun intended, but like kind of like go hard at that. Focus on that for a couple months.
Yeah.
And then do like a normal training plan because I stopped doing any kind of track work. I don't know. Do you do track work trainings or is it all just like?
I haven't yet, but I want to. I'm getting more reports that the echo's back. People on the chat are saying it's bad. My wife was saying it sounds really bad. So
yeah.
Let's I hate to do it, man, but let's cut it.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We'll
you
cut
have
it.
to. You have to.
I appreciate you coming on. I hate that the audio is bad, but appreciate you coming on, talking about your run, the story. Definitely shoot me the link for the fundraiser in case people want to donate and contribute to that and help Neil and that foundation. So thank you for coming on, man. And
no problem, man.
Put your channel.
Thank you so much for having me on. Sorry the echo.
Well, it's
hopefully isn't my fault.
Internet technology, man. Who knows what it is? It could be anything. So. Great story. Hold on. Kelly Benedet says, great story. Would love to see the footage. So she can't wait to see it. It's going to be a good story, man. I know, seeing what you've done in the past and like the little bit I've seen about Neil, it's going to be a good story. I can't wait. So.
Yeah, hey, Kelly, I don't know if you can hear this because echo, but there is a video on my YouTube page called Hustle Culture, and that's like the beginning piece to the story about the guy we're raising money for.
It's a great video too. It's really good. So,
yeah,
all right, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, dude. We'll catch up later, hopefully when we have better internet. So,
have
a good rest of your night, man.
You as well, man. Thanks, dude. Bye.
All right, let's see if this can continue now with just me here, and hopefully there won't be an echo. We'll see. If there is, we'll just end it, but y'all let me know. Let's see. Okay. So I hate that, man. It's just, Jon is one of those guys that's just so passionate about what he does, and he's a great filmmaker, storyteller, and I just wanted to be able to hang out and chat with him for a little while. I hate the technology issue, but what can we do? So move on. I have no echo. Let's see here. Jon says, this is Jon. Thank you so freaking much. All right. Cool. No echo. So anyway, what's going on, everybody? I saw we had a lot of people in the chat earlier. There's a few in here now. I don't know if I know Rado's still here. Kelly. We got Doug Moore. William D. I know was. I don't know if Celine is in here still, or Kevin E. if he's here. But anyway, yesterday my run, I was and my wife is still here, of course. She's still watching. Thank you, Val. My run yesterday was great. It was my first speed work that I have done on this vert plan, and since I've been back from injury. So yesterday they had me do 20 minutes easy, and then 40 minutes at a steady pace, and then 15-minute cool down. And yeah, actually, Val, if you want to come downstairs and join, go ahead and come on down. The speed work felt great. After I warmed up and started moving quick, I was moving at like trying to hold a consistent 7:30 pace, which was what they say, like a 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 on the pace scale. But it felt great. I felt so good. My form was good the whole way through. I never felt like exhausted. It was, I keep laughing because I see the chat. I need to stop looking at it because I'm gonna keep laughing while I'm talking. But no, it was a good run. It was one of those encouraging runs to where it's like, yes, I'm finally getting some speed and finally getting some endurance back and getting back to running. It was so encouraging, and I'm really, really looking forward to continuing training with Vert and just seeing what happens, where it goes. So let's see here what else I got to do. That's right, William. You got nothing better than to hang out with us, man. Just get you a vodka and have some fun. Kelly, yeah, but we want wife in chat too. Hot wife. Yeah, come on, hot wife. Let's see. So Rayto asks, what does my vert plan look like for December? You know what? I can show you guys. I think. Let me try to pull this up. Basically, I'm doing a plan that's called the off-season trail speed. So it's only a 4-week plan designed to maintain the mileage that you have and work on some speed work. But it's also really good. My coach was telling me that he thought I picked a good one because it's good for coming back from an injury because it starts out slow. Like last week, I think I only did 19 miles, which was easy. But then this week is a little more, and then next week is going to be even more. Here's my wife. But it's let me see if it gets pulled up here and I can show you guys some of the stuff I'm doing. I'll share the screen and then we'll chat with my wife for a minute. Let's see. Screen share. So hopefully you guys can see this right here. This is my vert schedule, what I have planned coming up. See over here on the left, on this side, my coach actually gave me feedback I need to look at. But this is this week. I've got an easy run, then conditioning workout. So this conditioning workout is a 25-minute run and then a 20-minute workout this week. And it's a specific workout where they tell you exactly what you need to do. You know, the planks, the bridges, lateral planks, all this stuff. It's actually a pretty good workout.
Those are shorter than mine.
And then the tempo run was the one I did yesterday. That was great. Today I didn't do anything except for some squats. Then tomorrow is another conditioning workout and then a long run. It stays basically like that. I need to have my coach modify this because to change the days around a little bit for me, but it slowly increases each week just to design to get you back to running healthy and safe. So that's the whole plan. It's going good. I'm going to change plans when I get after this one, and then I'll start training for the Laurel Highlands 70.5 miler. So we got Hot Wife. She's in the house. Hot Wife is in her jammies in the house. I guess I didn't need to wear these headphones anymore. Take those off. Let me know if you guys can hear my wife okay too. If you can hear her audio here, should be here just fine. So all right, let's see. Kelly Benedetti says, "Yep, bring in the hot wife." Okay. Yeah, Kelly, no more ankle pain. I am still dealing with some swelling and tightness. Like after the long run I did, well, the midweek run I did yesterday was like 9.25 miles. I did have some just very minor swelling and tightness in the ankle, but no pain. So that's really good. I am still doing the exercises without pain so far. So definitely really encouraging. Let's see here. We'll vow echo now.
Like echo.
Yeah. Let's see here. Kelly says they've just started a prototype for letting us move days ourselves.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? Like, Kelly, you can fill me in maybe. Is this something that you can actually click and drag right now, or is this something you have to be in the like the beta or the testing for? I'm gonna have to try that because that would be nice. Because previously, Max, my coach, had to change it for me, move the days around. Rado says very detailed plan. Yeah, it really is. They break it down and tell you exactly what kind of, like in the workouts, what you're supposed to do, how many reps, how long you're supposed to do each workout. It's really cool. For the price, $25 a month, with UltraTrailSteven 40 coupon code, you can get 40% off your first month. But with the price you pay, the customization, the communication with your coach, you cannot beat it. It is, in my opinion, it's so worth it. Let's see here. We had a question from Doug. What do you think is the best ultra race that doesn't require a specific time to get into or a lottery ticket? Okay, so that would be something like a Western States, Hard Rock, where those require
Like this.
lottery tickets and they require like other races to get into.
But does he mean time to get into? Like you have to be on the computer at a certain time?
I think he probably means like a qualifying time.
Okay.
I don't know. Doug, do you mean a qualifying time to get into the race, or do you mean like a specific time you have to be there to actually, get in, to apply and get in? Best ultra though that doesn't require, man, I've not done a ton of ultras. I've done like 9 or 10. Man, that's a lot of the ones that I want to do that are like, bucket list are the ones that are lottery, hard to get into races. I just did it. I'll say the No Business 100. There's no time requirement. There's no lottery for that. And it is a beautiful course. Like it's rugged, single track trail, There are some Forest Service roads, a few miles of those. Very minor pavement, like probably less than 2 miles of pavement, if that. It's just a beautiful course, rugged, and there's so many nice overlooks, waterfalls, rock overhangs. It's a beautiful area. You run through those twin arches, the video I did with the hike with the family, you run through those arches, which was really cool. So I would recommend that. No Business 100. Registration opens New Year's Eve. Don't be there because we want to get in. So don't take our spot. No, just kidding. Do it.
I think it depends too what you're looking for in an ultra. If you're looking for an ultra where you're just having a good time and you're just having a lot of camaraderie, a lot of the looped courses are really good for that. Especially, I did the Yeti race, and
Oh yeah.
I want to do another Yeti race because the camaraderie and the atmosphere was just really fun. So if you're looking for just a fun time, I'd check out any of the Yeti races. But as far as scenery, just what I've seen in the No Business course, I can't wait to do that one for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yeti events are known for being a fun event. They're not necessarily very challenging as far as like you're not going to do 20,000 feet of elevation. They're challenging in the fact that you might be running the Yeti 100 miler, and that's 100 miles. It's challenging no matter if it's downhill. It's challenging. And like this year, Rado, I mean, my gosh, with that rain for 12, 13 hours, it's just miserable. But their events are known to be fun. And like it's all about social hanging out and supporting everybody. So if you want that type of atmosphere, a Yeti's going to do that. But the No Business is also incredibly social. The RDs are awesome, encouraging everybody. So yeah, anything out there is there's plenty of races out there to see. So where are you from, Doug? I think you told me before. I forget. I want to say were you in Kentucky? No, that was somebody else, I think. But anyway, maybe might trigger another race figuring out where you are. But let's see. Kelly says I haven't done it yet. He asked me to do it and give feedback. Give feedback on what? What was that? Oh, the changing the plan out thing on the vert plan. Cool. Well, yeah, do that and let us know how it goes, because that would be fantastic to be able to do that ourselves. Doug says, yeah, basically in anybody's race think you've heard of, or that you've heard of. Okay. Yeti sounds great, Kelly says. Rado says, confirms, yep, Yetis are great events. Challenging when it rains, absolutely. So he's from Michigan. Michigan. Let's see. I don't know many ultras in Michigan. I'm sorry. I know there's some up there because I know there's no, that was Wisconsin.
You don't know anything Michigan.
I don't know anything Michigan. Sorry.
Well,
We're putting on an event, Doug, that's going to be the best one ever.
Clearly biased.
I mean, no bias whatsoever. But no, seriously, we are going to be putting on. We've done it twice as what's called a fat ass. It's basically a fun run where friends just get together and hang out. This year, we're looking to change that into a actual race with timing. There will be aid station. It's going to be here at the house. We've got a 2-mile loop, so it's going to be a looped event. So it's going to be very social. People just hanging out, having fun. We're going to have a 6-hour that'll start at 8 a.m., a 6-hour that'll start at 2 p.m., and then a 12-hour that will start at 8 a.m. as well. So all three of those will be choices that people can choose from. There's going to be a special prize for people that get the 50 miles in the 12 hours. We'll have something for that. Everybody's going to get a buckle, or not a buckle. Everybody's going to get a medal and a t-shirt. There'll be prizes for some other things as well. So, yeah, definitely, as it gets closer, we're going to put it up on Ultra Sign Up. It was up there last year, so you guys can check it out, and I'll let you know. And anybody's welcome to come do it. We're still trying to figure out pricing for it, what it would be, but it all kind of depends on the swag. We like swag, and we know people like to go to races for good swag. And that's another thing I'll say about Yeti. Like looking at that video that it might have been your video, Rato, I'm not sure, but the video of the Yeti race with their swag was insane. I mean, they had like tables of sweatshirts and hats and stickers and all sorts of cool stuff. It was crazy.
Socks, a pin, a t-shirt. And that was just for a 50K.
You got the medal also.
The medal was really big. It was like that big.
And then she got the trophy for finishing second.
It all depends on who's there, folks.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So definitely come on by, check it out. That's right, William. It is the monotonous. It's the slightly less monotonous 6 and 12-hour event. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be around my wife's birthday time frame, so we'll probably have a cookout afterwards, hang out, drink a couple beers, cook some plant-based burgers and some real burgers for those that choose that too. William. But no. So yeah, it'll be a good time. Let's see here. Kelly says that'd be awesome. She loves our home-based videos. Well, you're not too far, Kelly. So we're thinking tentatively. This is tentative. June 5th of next year is the date we're looking at. We've got it cleared with the people that we need to clear it with. We're just waiting on one other person because we're trying to cap this event at like, I don't know, we're somewhere between 100 and 150 people. And with that said, we need a lot of parking. So we're trying to talk to our neighbor to see if we can use his field for parking. But around here, fields are hay, and that's hay season. So we're trying to figure out what that entails. So anyway, stay tuned. Possibly June 5th. When again? Doug, June 5th, Doug, here in Tennessee. So from Michigan, 9-10 hour drive maybe. I don't know, but it'd be worth it. And we're not going to do, for anybody interested, since we're talking about it, you guys will be allowed to camp. You can come down the Friday night before, camp in the yard, so you're here early for the race. And then Saturday night camp as well, so you can continue to enjoy the cookout, drink some beers, hang out, and then drive back Sunday. Or continue your trip and go see other things.
William doesn't want to see us sing or dance. Is that Steven, William, or me? Because I am an excellent dancer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we usually do karaoke as well at the party afterwards, and we often has some dancing on the deck in the back. We might be opening up the big garage this year for that if we'll have more people, so it should be a lot of fun. Kelly calls dib on Lake. Kelly, if you come, you can have the lake cabin. I'll go ahead and put it up. You can do it. But we've also got a tree house that never gets used, so people can take that. Rato registration. We're waiting to confirm about the neighbor's field. So hopefully I can talk to him. We've already spoken to them once. We're just trying to get things figured out. But I'm probably registration will open sometime in January is my guess. But we'll see. So stay tuned. I'm sure I'll talk about it on my channel more and fill everybody in. What? Let's see here.
Comment.
William says, yeah, me. Doesn't want to hear me singing. Oh, well, I see. That's the thing about me singing karaoke is I know I'm bad, but I don't care. I just have fun. So it's, too bad. You got to hear it. No. Doug says Goose and his wife should. Doug's the one that said that I look like Goose and you look like Meg Ryan.
I don't know what Great Balls of Fire is. Don't look at me like that. I don't know.
She doesn't know Great Balls of Fire. Have you seen Top Gun?
Well, like once or twice. Like it's not in my
the bar scene where they're playing the piano and like, you shake my nerves and you rattle.
Well, I know what Great Balls of Fire is. I just wasn't familiar with that.
Oh my gosh. We got to go watch Top Gun apparently tonight so she could get a refresher of that scene. You're not the first person, Doug, though, that has said that I look like Goose. I've heard that before. So, hey, whatever. Anthony Edwards, a lot of people like him. No. Anyway, yeah, so check that out. It'll be a fun time. Well, it'll be a lot of fun. But let's see. Make her watch it before bed. Yeah, that's right. We are not going to bed before we watch Top Gun. No.
They say don't go to bed angry. Apparently, we can't go to bed without watching Top Gun.
Yeah, without watching Top Gun. I know, shameful, right? How could she not?
I'm so sorry.
Gosh, the echo was okay, but this just ruins the live stream. No. Days of Thunder. I love that movie. That is such a good movie, Kelly.
I remember that one better because I remember like the little sugar packets. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Oh man. So let's see. What do we have coming up next? Race wise. Snowbird. We've got the Snowbird Challenge 50K in South Carolina on January 23rd. It's a weird format 50K. William D is actually going to be there too. But it's a weird format where it's like, I think it's another one of those where you have like a 2.25, no, it's like a 2.6 mile loop, and you have to run it in, I want to say you have 40 minutes to do it. And so everybody's going to finish at the same time, essentially, or run each loop at the same time. So you don't have to run fast, but if you want to run fast, they're going to take the overall cumulative time of your loops to figure out the winner. But it'll be fun. So if people have never done a 50K before, that's a good one to try because it allows you to break it up into different segments. William's going to be there. A lot of other friends of ours are coming down. We're going to get a house, I think, down there in South Carolina and just hang out and have a good time and run a few miles, you know? Yeah.
Okay, just a couple.
A couple. William says he's going to need to change the thumbs down. No. All right. Well, any other questions, folks? We'll get ready to head out here in a few minutes since we've been going now for a little over an hour, unless we have any more questions to take. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been fun. I'm sorry about the echo issue. I don't know what it was. You know, sometimes using all these microphones and doohickeys and things, it just, causes problems. But we'll hopefully figure it out for the next one and won't have these problems. Because I do want to have some more people on the show. And talk about some different things. Kelly, you have no idea. William is a hilarious dude. Funny, actually, I'll tell you the story. Funny story, real quick. So 2017, Thanksgiving 2017, I started the Runner's World Run Streak, 40-day streak, and William did too. And we had never met each other in our lives, but we met through Facebook in this run group. I met so many people through that group, but William has since traveled from where he lives, down in Florida, and come run with us at our house 2 or 3 times now. He's done some Ragnar races with us, all from a Runner's World Run Streak group. You never know where you're going to meet people, and runners just have a unique, connection where they can just, hey, you're a complete stranger. Let's go jump in a van together and drive, 12 hours together. It's perfectly natural. So it was a lot of fun. So anyway, if you're thinking about doing a streak, you might meet some cool people in it, but lube up. Just kidding. Not that kind of streak. All right. Well, folks, I appreciate you guys. Reto, Kelly, William, Doug, everybody. Thanks for hanging out for a long time. I'm not sure who else is still here. There's still a couple people in here. So thank you for hanging out. It's been fun. I appreciate every one of you guys. Let's see here. So, all right, I'll try to get another live stream scheduled here in a couple of weeks, and we'll hang out. So thanks for coming, guys, and we will see you later.